This video was recorded in Flint, Michigan on April 24, 2023. The residence was equipped with 2 Ring cameras, one positioned above the garage and the other serving as a Ring doorbell camera. At approximately 10 p.m., the footage captures a man wearing a red jacket, accompanied by another individual just behind him, approaching the front door of the house. Instead of knocking or ringing the doorbell, the man in the red jacket immediately attempts to force his way through the door. Upon impact, the Ring camera falls to the ground, but the door remains steadfast. After a few moments, the man redirects his efforts to the side door of the house, repeating his attempt to break in. Meanwhile, the homeowner, awakened in a panic, checks the camera feed for an explanation. Observing the doorbell camera on the ground, they switch to the other camera, revealing the source of the banging noise resonating throughout the house. The homeowner's voice projected through the speaker proves effective in frightening off the 2 intruders. Subsequently, the police are summoned to the property. Upon reviewing the footage, law enforcement notes that one of the men was armed. The motive behind the attempted break-in and the potential harm intended for the occupants inside remain unknown. It is unclear whether the individuals were ever identified by the police. In Texas, a homeowner experienced an unsettling incident when a DoorDash delivery knock came at their door around 1:20 in the morning. The peculiar aspect was that only the homeowner had placed a DoorDash order, and she was asleep at the time, with only her and her nephew present in the house. She recalls being awakened by a metallic clinking sound, but didn't think much of it until she discovered damage to the exterior of her house the following morning. This prompted her to review the footage from her doorbell camera and the backyard surveillance camera.
DoorDash.
The initial video showed a woman standing at the door, claiming to be with DoorDash from 1:20 am to 2 am. While this could be attributed to a determined delivery driver with a mistaken address, the backyard footage raised genuine concerns. At 2 am, 4 men entered the backyard and attempted to gain access to the home through a window. It appears they had initially planned to enter through the front door, potentially ambushing the person responding to the DoorDash delivery. However, with no response, they shifted their focus to the backyard while the fake DoorDash deliverer served as a distraction at the front. Fortunately, their attempts were thwarted, and the footage shows the 4 men hastily retreating from the house. All 5 individuals, comprising the 4 men and the woman at the front door, were observed leaving the area together in a dark-colored sedan. Despite the incident, they managed to evade capture by the police. In June 2019, several residences in Chicago experienced an unsettling visit from an individual claiming to be an investigator named Jeff Rushmore. However, investigations revealed that no such person existed. This imposter went to great lengths, donning a fake uniform, a counterfeit badge, and even carrying a fabricated police radio as captured by a Ring camera in one of the homes. In one instance, the homeowner refrains from answering the door, yet the imposter persists in his act, simulating a call reporting the unresponsive resident. Another home in the vicinity, also equipped with a Ring doorbell camera, records a similar encounter. This time, however, the homeowner opens the door. Unfortunately, the video cuts off at that point. The imposter explains a purported missing person case.
Hi, sorry to bother you so late. Rushmore with the Winfield Police Department. I'm an investigator. One of your neighbors down the street reported a missing.
And when the resident denies any knowledge, the interaction concludes. The motives behind the impersonation remain elusive. Typically, such cases involve individuals attempting to coax people into opening their doors under false pretenses, leading to robberies or more sinister outcomes. This incident unfolded in Kansas City as captured by doorbell footage. The video reveals a man appearing on the left side of the screen, strategically trying to avoid being seen as he attempts to remove the Ring camera from the home. Inside the residence were a woman and her son, and the man in question happened to be the woman's ex-boyfriend. Despite his efforts, he failed to take off the camera during his initial attempt and left. However, he returned 30 minutes later, this time armed with a cloth to cover the camera. Three minutes later, the homeowner's son rushed into her room, frantic, informing her that their car was on fire. Emergency services, including the police and firefighters, were summoned to the scene, but not before the fire consumed their car and inflicted significant damage to their home. Marianne, an expert in abusive relationships, commented, "Abusive relationships are about power and control, and when that power and control is taken away, or it's minimized, then what we see is those efforts are escalated to try and get them back." In April 2023, in a wooded area of Asheville, North Carolina, an unusual incident occurred. The homeowner received a notification indicating motion detection at her front door. Upon opening the app on her phone, she was surprised to witness 3 bears on her front porch, tearing open a recently delivered package. The package contained dog food, which the bears likely detected with their keen sense of smell. Reacting swiftly, the homeowner opened her door and confronted the bears in an attempt to scare them away. Despite her efforts, the bears managed to grab one of the 2 bags of dog food from the package. The footage captures them on the right side of the screen, carrying the bag in their mouths as they nonchalantly walk off. This footage, recorded just before 2 a.m. in Rochester, New York, captures a concerning incident. A man rings the doorbell of a home and promptly hides behind a parked car, crouched down and holding some sort of club in his hand. He appears visibly distressed, breathing heavily and sweating profusely. Nervously glancing between the street and the house's front door, it's evident that the man is under the influence of something. Realizing that no one is answering the door, he eventually walks away. Approximately a minute later, a voice is heard declaring that the police are on their way.
Police on their way. Police on their way.
The origin of this voice remains unclear, leaving 2 main possibilities. The man may have been hiding from someone and sought refuge inside a house, with the voice belonging to the person he was evading. Alternatively, he might have been attempting to lure the homeowner into opening the door, intending to carry out unknown actions inside, and the voice could be that of a concerned neighbor alerting the resident to the suspicious activity. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and comment down below which clip scared you the most.